There's families out there that are losing their children, like little kids. I'd say there's not a minute that goes by that I don't think about her. It's just hard. It's so fresh still and so raw, and you're trying to figure out like how you're going to push forward every day, or sometimes even getting the energy to get up and push forward every day.
It's been a long year since Lauren Hill died. Her parents, Lisa and Brent, are very clearly still grieving her loss. And just passing the anniversary of Lauren's death has been emotionally draining.
I didn't go to work. I stayed at home. I slept until like 11:30 because I was just emotionally exhausted. It's like going through a funeral all over again. People are retelling you like
You're reliving it.
how sorry they are for the loss and how inspirational she was. When you hear those things and you're out in public, some days you're okay with it, and then other days you're like, I don't even want to go to Kroger's because I don't even want to talk to anybody. And you know you're going to get stopped.
The Hills are raising their two other children, Nathan and Erin, and they're still raising money to find a cure to the disease that killed Lauren. All of that means they're busy. And frankly, they're grateful they don't have too much time on their hands to think.
Constant running, the not really sitting down and taking a whole long period of time just to, kind of grieve and be upset about it. I mean, our calendars are crazy. We've always got stuff going on between sports with the kids and with the fundraisers and awards and everything else that go on. I mean, we're doing stuff. We're rarely ever home. So that's helped. It's probably a bad thing on one side, but at the same time, it's been a good thing just keeping our minds off of it.
It's like a catch-22. Like, you need to, but then if you sit still too long, then it's too much.
Are you afraid to?
I'm afraid to.
Me too.
But they push on, going to countless fundraisers, all to find a cure. Lauren raised $2.2 million to fund research for DIPG, but that is just the start.
We've got to continue our mission. I mean, we'll keep raising money where we can and doing things to spread the word. Hopefully one of these days, one of these doctors can diagnose this to a family and say, here's what we're going to do about it. And it's going to be something positive, and it's not going to be, we're going to treat it with radiation and wait.
The biggest thing about Lauren or like her legacy is that she doesn't want us to forget. She doesn't want us to forget about the IPG, and until there is a cure, she doesn't want people to stop giving. And I think, Channel 9 is the one that caught it on tape the best. If you go back and pull the clip out, she's like, I don't want him to stop.
It's hard. It's really, really hard.
And I'm promising her that they won't stop. I promise they won't stop. They won't stop. And that was so worrisome for her, that she would die and that they would just stop caring and it would go back to the way it was before and be underfunded and they'd still be fighting for a cure. And she was so worried about that. And to make sure that we keep pushing forward, I keep saying, she's not here to be the voice, and now we're her voice. Each one of us, it's our job to make sure people don't forget and that we carry it forward.
They also push on for their other kids. Nathan graduates high school in a few weeks. Erin will finish her freshman year of high school. The Hills didn't miss one game, one parent meeting. But their greatest fears, they admit, are for Erin and Nathan.
The fact that we had to throw Lauren first, because we had such limited time, I know they understand, but at the same time, it's got to be hard on them. We both know it was hard on them because Lauren got all the attention and still does. She's not even here, and she's still getting so much attention.
They have a hard time with the attention, like being the center of attention, and to further that, they don't like the sympathetic or empathetic. They have a hard time dealing with it.
A few weeks ago, Lauren's headstone was finally put in place. People are flocking to see it, which comforts the Hills. They know their daughter isn't forgotten.
100 years from now, somebody can walk by and it's just not a headstone, it's a story. And they can look the story up if they want, or they can read the story on the back of the headstone and say, hey, this is what this person did and stood for. I mean, that's very rewarding.
Brent visits Lauren's gravesite 5 times a week. Around his neck, he wears the necklace Lauren gave him.
So his is always with you, and then there's a bunch of initials on there.
Those initials stand for the best dad in the whole wide world. Lauren gave Lisa a necklace too.
So this is her birthstone, and it says forever always on the wings, so that I know that she's always with me forever.
There are memories of Lauren they will never forget.
You couldn't walk through a room with her in that room without hugging her.
Her laugh would make me laugh, and it would just be a big giggle fest. And to laugh until you cry is really hysterical.
I picture that a lot and miss that unbelievably.
When we asked them if they had any regrets, anything they wish they had done with Lauren before she died, they said no. They lived in the moment. They made exceptions. And in this case, they are at peace.
I don't know that I regret anything. We got to travel as a family, which was wonderful. We had a lot of good times in that period. And we made her dream happen.
You know, as a parent, like her wish trip, we went to Hawaii and we took her boyfriend. She's not gonna have a honeymoon. She's not gonna have a married life. She's not gonna have another chance for romance to potentially have that. You know, did we regret maybe time that we let her stay at the dorm because she wanted to stay at the dorm at the college, and originally she was supposed to commute, and we made an exception and spared our time with her so that she could live in an adult world and have some freedom. But that was her only chance that she was going to have to be independent, and she loved it. So although we spared some things and made some choices that we wouldn't normally make, I would never regret giving her those gifts of life that we all take for granted every single day, so that she could live, truly live what she had left.